Oh my God. Woo! Happy July 4th or 4th of July. That's how you said. Happy 4th of July. Anyway, O O O M G. O O M G. Man. Let's get it. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Diddy, 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 Diddy. The Diddy saga continues. This ain't gonna die, bro. This ain't gonna die till we know not even after the sentencing. So now, between now and the sentencing, there's gonna be some more lawsuits. We gonna talk about it. And Gene Deal, he breaks his silence. Is there gonna be more charges coming anyway? Like was this just a little preliminary hearing here? This is just the beginning. Anyway, it's a baby lawsuit with Diddy, but this dude not only added Diddy, he added Cassie. Well, oh man, and what a smart move because Cassie got that paper now too. Cassie got about 30 million. So whoever this dude is, his male escort, this dude is suing. So the saga continues, man. Is Puff Cook, man, financially, man, he still got the paper, but he gonna have to make some decisions. Anyway, let's get to the chat. Woo, the chat is already in here in the morning. Shout out to Lois Cox up in the building. Lois Cox up in the building. Out of Jersey City. Yeah. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Lois Cox. She said, good morning. Don and chat. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And all that good stuff. I am your host with the most, Don Easy TV. And if you can, everybody put the thumbs up for me. That means like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Boop, 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 boop. Make sure it says and share me out all over the universe. You heard? Like the video. And then she says, you working on a holiday? Hope you getting OT. Yes. I'm working today. I'm getting that holiday pay. And then today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing 12 hours of power. So yeah, I'm working from 6 to 6 p.m. Man, I gotta get that money. I got this Houston trip in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Houston pulling up in 2 weeks. Anyway, we got Purple Groovy 69. 69. 69 up in the building. What's up, Purple Groovy? At Don Neasy. She's out of St. Louis City. You feel me? Don Neasy, happy 4th of July and Mars and chats. Happy 4th of July! And everybody speaking. And Purple Groovy said, hit that like button on the way. And please. And thank you. You heard me? All right, let's get to the content. Oh, they got the heat on in here. I don't know why they got the heat on in here. So where is my tile? Where's my tile, y'all? I thought I had a tile, y'all. Okay, make sure I got it. Man, my towel on deck. They got it up here. When I walked in here, it was 80 degrees. 80 degrees. I had to open up the door and I got it down to 74. So I don't know why they got the heat on in this mug, bro. It is hot. Let's get to the content. Boom, y'all. Wait, not that. Not that one. Not that. I was all confident of. There we go. Booyah. There we go. That's better. Booyah. The saga continues, man. I don't know if this dude telling the truth, but we got look. Cassie and Diddy sued by male escort claim she gave him STD. Wow. Alleges she aborted their pregnancy. Oh, now the dude has added Cassie to this damn thing. Wow. And I'm gonna let Law and Crime Network. But Jesse Weber, but he doesn't have Elizabeth on here. Sorry, Elizabeth is not on this segment, but he has a lawyer with him, and they're gonna talk about the lawsuit very briefly. And just to get y'all some context, you know me, I'm bringing the content. Like the video, subscribe. What's up, Chocolate? And make sure y'all pull up tonight. I gotta push my live back like 3 hours because I gotta get that overtime. So it will be 8 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. Central time, and 11 p.m. East Coast. I'm sorry, I had to get the money. I got this Houston trip. I gotta work. I'm here for it. You here for it? All right, let's get to the content. Let me take my headphones off. Spraying around. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing my lips like that. But yeah, shout out to Jesse Weber, and I don't know who this attorney is on here. What's up, morning coffee, Ronnie? Morning coffee in this damn thing. Like the video, subscribe, y'all. Listen, fair use, fair damn use.
As we know, he's the guy has been able to pick out good musical talent and also good legal talent.
Yeah, and it does become a question what his career will be like after. Okay, before I let you go, I have to ask you about this new lawsuit that just came out. We're talking lawsuits. So there was a lawsuit that was filed just 2 days ago. This is a lawsuit filed out in California State Court. Edmund Laurent, former exotic dancer, he's filed a suit against Combs in a Jane.
Oh, what's his name? I had his wrong name. That's why I couldn't find a picture of this dude. I was trying to find a picture of this dude. Is this B? Yeah. Yeah, this is a lawsuit. This is not a federal case, but I just want y'all to hear this real quick. Let me rewind it. I didn't know his name was that. I thought his name was something else. Here we go.
I have to ask you about this new lawsuit that just came out. We're talking lawsuits. So there was a lawsuit that was filed just 2 days ago. This is a lawsuit filed out in California State Court. Edmund Laurent, former
Edmund Laurent. I had his name as Clinton Howard. Why'd I had his name as Clinton? That's why I couldn't find this man picture. I had the wrong information. This dude name is Edwin Laurent. So it must be another lawsuit then with some dude named Clayton Howard. I don't know. Here we go. Fair use.
Former exotic dancer, he's filed a suit against Combs and a Jane Doe and other unnamed people, listing causes of action of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, sexual battery, civil conspiracy, aiding and abetting, violation of the California Civil Code. Laurent alleges that he was this star model, this actor, this bodybuilder who was highly sought after for music videos in the 1990s and 2000s.
What's up, Andrew? What's up, Elderberry Social Club? Is that the Wi-Fi? I guess. I don't know. Shout out to Andrew. Hey, Don, what up? Here we go.
Britney Spears actually embedded in his complaint are pictures of him with various celebrities. And then he mentions he rarely consumed alcohol, he didn't do drugs. He claims he was friendly with Sean Combs, having seen him on music video shoots. But then he alleges this. He alleges how he did some work as this male entertainer for bachelorette parties. And on one occasion, he arrives at an LA hotel where Combs and Jane Doe are wearing masks. He performed a private dance. A few days later, he claims he gets another call for Combs and Jane Doe. He alleges that Jane Doe propositioned him for sex. Combs purportedly said he wanted this and how much it turns him on to see a man having sex with his girl, so he agrees. Laurent alleges that he kept on contacting him, and on another visit, Combs and Jane Doe unmasked themselves, asked him to apply excessive amounts of baby oil. They allegedly spiked.
Wow. He alleged they put some damn baby oil on him. Damn. This is a lawsuit, though. This ain't a federal charge. This ain't no state charges, but I want to know how he gonna prove it anyway. Here we go.
Spiked his drink. He claimed on another occasion he applied baby oil that was tainted with GHB, and during sexual intercourse.
Wow. He said the baby oil was tainted with GHB. Woo! Y'all remember that? Remember I was alluding to that? It's another lawsuit saying the same thing. I thought he was the same dude. This is a whole different dude. He got like 60-something lawsuits he got to fight. We ain't even getting to, we gonna get to the Fed charges again, but I just want to throw this lawsuit out here. This is just that this is just the beginning. And y'all know if y'all talk to me, I'll talk back. And other than that, let's get the content.
Jane Doe broke the condom that he was wearing on purpose
Wow.
with her fingernails.
Wait. Rewind a little bit in case we forget. Let's go. Rewind.
Bodybuilder who was highly sought after for music videos in the 1990s and 2000s, like with Tupac, Dr. Dre, Britney Spears. Actually, embedded in his complaint are pictures of him with various celebrities. And then he mentions he rarely consumed alcohol, he didn't do drugs. He claims he was friendly with Sean Combs, having seen him on music video shoots. But then he alleges this. He alleges how he did some work as this male entertainer for bachelorette parties. And on one occasion, he arrives at an LA hotel where Combs and Jane Doe are wearing masks. He performed a private dance. A few days later, he claims he gets another call for Combs and Jane Doe. He alleges that Jane Doe propositioned him for sex. Combs purportedly said he wanted this and how much it turns him on to see a man having sex with his girl, so he agrees. Loren alleges that he kept on contacting him, and on another visit, Combs and Jane Doe unmasked themselves, asked him to apply excessive amounts of baby oil.
Excessive amounts of baby oil. Damn, man. And I don't know why the feds didn't at least put him on the stand. I wanted to see a male escort. I don't know. Maybe they felt like he was incredible, but this is crazy, y'all. Listen. Fair use. Wow. And I'm gonna talk to y'all in a second. Hold up.
They allegedly spiked his drink. He claimed on another occasion he applied baby oil that was tainted with GHB, and during sexual intercourse, Jane Doe broke the condom that he was wearing on purpose with her fingernails, despite him previously.
Wow. She's saying that Cassie basically is Jane Doe, and she broke the damn condom. Wow. Listen.
He didn't want to have unprotected sex. He alleges at that point Combs kind of went behind him, whispered into his ear sexual commands. He claims he felt trapped, uncomfortable. He recounted a really graphic alleged scene where Combs physically grabbed him. And he documents another incident where he claims he was drugged, woke up naked, slathered in baby oil.
Wow. Another baby oil claim. Two different baby oil claims. He woke up butt naked in baby oil. And guess what happened? His private parts was hurting.
Felt pain in his body. He claims he developed warts.
Warts.
Gastric.
Warts. Warts. Sound like Cassie, huh? Cassie told me she had little like warts or bumps in her mouth. Remember? I ain't saying it's true, but damn. Yipes, right? And we already know what that kind of leads to. That's that H. Not the houses in Virginia, but the other H that stays with you, that comes out every 3-6 months. I heard. I don't know. That's what I heard. Here we go. Fair use. And no shot at nobody that has it. You know, they said 1 out of 3 people will have it, I believe. It's very high. Here we go. Fair use.
Surgery. He embedded photos of the surgery scars in his lawsuit. He says he was once this muscular physique, now no longer. He had stomach issues, gum issues, enamel erosion, bad breath. He says he suffered immediate.
Damn, wait. What's the thing he's suffering? Woo, he named a lot of stuff. Hold on, go back, slow down, Jesse. Jesse talking too much. So he had warts. He would vomit. He had gastric issues. He had even had to go under surgery. Wow. Let's go back.
He would vomit, gastric issues, had to even undergo surgery. He embedded photos of the surgery scars in his lawsuit. He says he was once this muscular physique, now no longer. He had stomach issues, gum issues, enamel erosion, bad breath. He says he's...
Damn. Gum issues, enamel...
for immediate long-term physical and psychological harm. A lot of information there. But here's an example of a new lawsuit. How does he respond? How does Diddy respond to that?
Well, there are...
Wow. Now let me read the comments. My God. That's some hell of a allegations in that lawsuit. Damn. Woo. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm predicting right now. I'm not saying this particular case, but so you're gonna tell me out of the 60 lawsuits, none of them are credible? I'm not saying all of them are credible. Now you telling me out of 60 something lawsuits, all these people are lying. One out of the motherfuckers. If it's just one or three out of the, I'll say one or three. I'ma shake the dice right now. One of the three of those 60 something. Some of them are keeping a buck. And with those that's keeping the buck, are the feds watching still? Or this gonna be like a Cassie situation where the lawsuit turned into federal charges or state charges? If it gets state charges, oh my God, we gotta figure it out. Let's go to the let's read the comments. Let me interact with y'all, cause y'all, I know y'all talking. I see y'all talking in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me give a shout out to everybody in here. Not um, Ashley Weston. What's up, Andrew? What's up? Ashley Weston says free Diddy ASAP. Why you want him free ASAP, man? Why? This man was beating on women. You don't see why the judge kept him in there. You don't know why. You don't see how Deontay Nash and Cassie wrote those letters like, please, I'm sparing my life. The judge had no choice but to keep him in there, until further notice. Until what? They get a first hearing in July and they want to extradite the sentencing. The sentencing is in October 3rd, so they want to push it. The defense want to push it faster. So it's a lot of steps in this thought, y'all. Sideshow. Good morning. Happy 4th, everybody. Happy 4th of July. You feel me? Marcel Matazek said, baby oil mayhem. Yeah, man, the baby oil claims are still coming in. The baby oil is getting wild. Like the Hawkamaniacs, the oil maniacs, the baby oil maniacs are going wild. Man. Bill McKill, if they let him out, who is his next victim? Man, I'ma shake the dice and say the one that didn't want to come and testify. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she may not see herself as a victim because she's stupid, which is Gina, the Gina Hung person, Hun, or whatever you say her damn name, her dumb self coming out doing little interviews in the parking lot. I've seen it. I forgot to pull it up. I can still find it though. Official J Dub, free Diddy. I need him to help my Johnson and Johnson stocks. I'm sorry, victims. But that's fun. That was fun. I'm sorry. He needed stocks to go up. Damn. Lois Cox said very crazy, right? Bill McKell, some 15-year-old white boy. I don't know who that is. She said, Lois Cox said warts. Yikes. Yeah. That man said he got. So I got a theory, dog. I got a theory why they didn't bring Jonathan Oddie. This dude right here, Edmund Laurent. This is just a theory. I believe that reason why we didn't hear any medical records is because maybe Diddy, when he encountered certain people, if he has, this is all a theory. If Diddy had the right, what if he put it in writing before he had intercourse with all these people? Hey, I got this. And you signed. I told you. Maybe he told the people up front and then got a signed NDA saying that I got this. And maybe that's why they never brought up his medical records. Maybe. Because this is like the third or fourth claim, like with lawsuits, people talking about they caught something. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why they didn't bring it up in court. Because they figured that's in medical history sometimes is private. So maybe since by him declaring I got this, they can't just throw it out there. That's the only way. I don't know how else his medical records didn't come out during this Fed case, because we hearing in a different we heard Cassie basically say she had UTI, uterus tract infection. She had the sores in her mouth, but they never got into detail. What was there? Did they catch any STDs? Because if the jury would have knew that, they probably would have gave him the RICO then, dog. Because I would have gave him the RICO then. If I was a juror and I knew that he passed it on to other people allegedly, Yeah, I would have been Rico all day, I would have threw the book at his ass. But since they never included his medical records in any possibility that he paid transferred it to other people, dude, if they would have had that in the Fed case, we're able to if he had anything, this is just a theory. If he would have been totally cooked because I wouldn't have felt sorry for him. I'm like, damn, and you spreading diseases? Allegedly, this is what this lawsuit is saying, man. Um, but I'm just going by. So you telling me all those smash sessions, it was no gonorrhea, no chlamydia getting passed? Come on, dog. That's easy to catch. None of the little white little things running around. Ugh, the little lace. Ugh. You telling me none of that? They didn't catch none of that hitting multiple partners? And you know women, they have a bacteria infection, no BI. Come on, y'all. You smashing other people and getting in raw and all. You gonna get a woman gonna catch some BI. Come on. Here we go. Artist read. Somebody made me go into a deep dive. I don't know who said it, but y'all made me go. Maybe it was Lois. Lois Cox made me go into a deep rant. I'm sorry, y'all. Official J Dub. Steve Harvey like baby oil more than Diddy. I don't know about that. I ain't heard nothing about no Steve Harvey. Stop spreading Steve's name like that. That's allegedly. These is not the views of Don Easy TV. And all I'm saying here, that's why I named my show the Allegedly Live Freestyle Show. Anyway, let's go. Fungi 420 Diddy Party. Man. Woo, them Diddy parties them after parties, them freak offs was nasty, dog. Ugh. She would have to perform sometimes in her own testimony on her period, dog. Sometimes on her menstrual. That's crazy. That's nasty. Even though I ain't gonna lie. If you was my woman, let me stop. TMI. May God keep blessing the families, health, and all upcoming opportunities. Have a great Friday and weekend and really understand what the 4th of July really is about. Haitians Americans will lie to you, huh? What happened? Shout out to Time. I don't know what that means. Shout out to the Haitians. I don't know. Hey, that's what the Time said. I don't know what he meant by that. Shout out to the Haitians, man. Shout out to the guy who discovered Chicago, the Haitian that discovered Chicago. I forgot his name. But Paul Aubrey pre-bargain with Diddy. Tell him he will be set free if you have your if he have his bizzalls cut off. Bumpville, right? Morning coffee, Bumpville. Ugh. Lois Cox, man, he got messed up, right? Um, he was he'll use a. I mean, you keep going. You can stop reading all y'all comments. Some of y'all comments as well. Laura Hager, something like Rich having no justice brought against them again. Right, man. The rich. But this judge, I wonder what this judge is going to do with his sentencing. Like, hey, he can still be an a-hole and give him the max, despite what the prosecution says. Despite what the defense want, the judge can be like, "Hey, this is crazy. I'm hearing the prosecution wants 50 to 60 months, which is like about 4 to 5 years, but I don't know if I think that's per charge. Now, would the judge do it consecutively? You know what I'm saying? And give him 10 years on 4 and 4, or he'll run those concurrent. I don't know. He hasn't stated, the judge hasn't stated what he's going to do. Um, I've never been here before, but I like you. I love your voice. Thank you. Soulology in this thing. Thank you. Shout out to you. And come on tonight, y'all. I go live tonight. Make sure you pull up tonight. I usually go on at 5 p.m. West Coast time, but I got to do some overtime. So pull up on me tonight. Also at 8 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. Central time, and 11 p.m. East Coast time. That's the only time I go live, prime time, US time. I'm drinking, I'm talking about Diddy and all the Diddy stuff. And we do like a breakdown of the whole weekly or the whole case or whatever. We go into deeper dives. I'm able to talk to y'all longer and no rush. Cherie,
If you commit fornication, you will be willing to accept the negative consequences. And you know what, Cherie? You're right. And that's the gamble we all take smashing. You shaking the dice when you smash, dog. Like she ain't telling a lie on that one. And as much I feel like I have to get I don't, it's been I'm gonna tell my business. It's been 4 long months for me. So I feel sorry who gonna get this leggy, man. It's been 4 strong, long months. Uh-oh, somebody in trouble. Cause a man can only go so long. We got too many things swimming around in our bizzles. I'm sorry, but I hear you, but I gotta test it out. I hear you, but you are shaking the dice. She is completely right. You are shaking the dice when you fornicate for real. Not only do the laws or whatever, but just health wise, you shaking the dice. You don't know what people got, bro. They can look good like that and be having all kind of stuff going on. Ugh. Or look like that and have all kind of stuff and don't even know, and they got stuff going on. Allegedly, I don't know. This is just a lawsuit. They haven't brought it up. His medical. They didn't bring up his medical records for some reason. That's crazy. I don't know why. I guess it's against the law. I don't know. They made a deal not to put. I don't know, man. Because if the jury would have knew that, this would have been a totally turnout different. Cassie was a freak. She was drinking pee. Purple Groovy 69. Hey, man. According to her, she said that he would get. According to Cassie, she said that Diddy would tell her to do it. He was instructing it. He was like the damn quarterback. All right, go over there. All right, do this. Or he was like creating the movie scene. He was the director. He was the coach. He was the he was the analysis. He was the photographer. He was the he was the editor in chief. He was the damn commentator. He was the therapist doing the freak offs, man. And he carried all the titles because whatever rugs he was on, he was hallucinating and he thought he was all the characters. Remember him and Jane they said that they were like Kobe, Shaq, and Kobe, Shaq, and Jordan. Remember that? So that's to tell you how powerful them rugs was. Like the video, subscribe. Juju Omar, it's a good thing that he got arrested. Yeah, man, I'm glad the judge didn't let him out, man. HG Entertainment said misinformation. Okay, I don't think so. Lord Haggard, about much accountability as FE list. I'm glad you said that, Lord, and I'm sorry, y'all. I just go on the vibes of the comments, and I'm sorry if I can't get to all y'all, but I like what he said right there because I had a clip from Gene Deal, and he had a theory about the. I'm gonna jump into that. I'm glad you said that, Emma. No, not Emma. Shout out to Emma too. Shout out to Emma Nawawani. Sorry about that. I'm butchering your name. Why does he think he should not get jail time? Why does he think he should not get jail time? I don't know who said. I don't know why he gonna get jail time. I think. Oh, you talking about the judge? The judge said basically that he said that he used he used Diddy's own defense attorneys words out their own mouth saying that he's an abuser, but he's not an ex trafficker. So he used Diddy words on himself, and also there were 2 letters by Cassie right here, saying she felt, paraphrasing, she felt in danger for her life, and the stylist Deontay Nash. So the judge felt overwhelmed, and the CNN video, you can't unsee that. So he has a history of violence, and all the damn beyond that CNN video, other pictures of her beat up, bro, like beat up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sorry, Lord Haggard. Here we go. Let me go to what Lord Haggard 2320 part. And this is a good theory. I like this theory. Gene Deal put out. And everybody was wondering what Gene was thinking about. I got all the content on that. I may not be able to cover it all here, but listen to this theory. This is an interesting theory because shout out to Lord Haggard. He brought it up. What how much accountability as Epi list? Listen to this. Listen to Gene's theory. Listen to this. Fair use.
I ain't worrying about it, man. This is funny to me, man. This is real funny that
Fair
the
use.
prosecution spent all that money all that time and all that resources when they had legitimate charges that they could have put on him other than the RICO, other than the racketeering. That gun charge is mandatory.
Wait, did I get the right timestamp?
So now you got to realize this. A lot of people going to bring up cases
Here we go. I think
to the federal government.
this is it.
This becomes case law now.
I think I didn't hit it right.
They went into
Here we go.
Diddy versus the southern state of New York.
Here we go.
It's whereas that they run in somebody's house, they find some guns in some rooms.
This ain't it.
The person
Damn.
is proven that they lived there. That's his room. But the federal government never charged him with him, and he never got time for it.
Damn, I got the wrong timestamp.
You know how many people are going to bring that up in case law?
Damn, I got the wrong timestamp. Damn.
Why is the federal government going after my people now?
Oh, hold on. I got the wrong timestamp.
Why?
I got the wrong timestamp. Wait a minute. 1 second, y'all. Here we go. I got the wrong timestamp. My bad. My bad, y'all, for wasting y'all time. I got it. I'm looking at the wrong page. I got so much content here, y'all. I got the wrong page. I'm sorry for that long rant. Here we go. Fair use. This is it.
And they didn't even go for it.
Here we go.
Why? It was about them going in there,
Here we go.
getting those tapes.
Getting the tapes. Here we go.
I think the prosecutor name was Damian Williams. He was sent there and put that because somebody told him in high places.
Uh-oh.
Puff might be the Black Jeff Epstein.
Woo! He's saying basically that Damian Williams dude got word from one of the higher ups, like, hey, we got to go get these tapes. Diddy got some tapes with some high power people. Listen to this. This is a good theory. I like this. Here we go.
He got all the tapes of some people that are friends of ours.
Ooh.
They found out that he had those tapes
Woo.
of them.
Woo. That's a hell of a theory. Hell yeah, I like that. Tell it, G.
Y'all go get them.
Y'all go get him.
Why is the southern state of New York going all the way over in California and down in Miami when they have their own divisions?
Woo.
Why? People ain't thinking about that. They went down there because some people told them, yo, y'all go down there and y'all go get these tapes from this dude.
Wow. I like that theory. I like that theory. Damn, y'all talking a lot. Let me go to. I'm gonna go to the bottom. It's too many comments. So if you want to give me say something, there's just so many. Shout out to y'all commenting though. I'm gonna try my best. And if you want your comment and highlighted, you could be a member for $1.99. Shout out to the God P Dub. Get Cassie. Hey, a lot of people want her to get charged. You know what I'm saying? Jane to get charged. You know. Hey, ain't no loyalty here, man. If it's a crime committed, if you did it, you got to go in front of the people and see if you be guilty or acquitted. Read between the bars. Can't stop, won't stop. Trump got pissed at Diddy party, man. Or got pissed on, allegedly. Scribble lights, they all party with him. That's why he was never going to prison. That's a hell of a theory what Gene Deal was talking about. We love you. Oh, I don't know, I ain't about to say all that. Fair enough. Sam, what's up, Sam? With Michael Mirabelle, Don, don't lie. Gene don't lie. You're right. Trump is on them tapes. I hope not. Is that why? Damn, you never know. You never know who's on them tapes. The Epstein, right? The black Epstein, right? Lois Cox, Gary. I can't believe Big Bad Gene didn't beat him up. He got no problem telling. Jesus Rivera. People are scared. Diddy is snitching. Um, we'll see, y'all. We'll see what happens, man. You know, especially if the judge, what the judge give him about, let's say the max, what the prosecution wants. Let's just say 5 years. Whew, that's a long time, man. Then he have to still do like maybe 4, maybe 3 years, 3.5. That's still a lot of time, man, for somebody that never did no time. 3.5 years in the feds is still a lot of time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It may not be time to people that been to prison a lot of time, but a person that never did no time, that's man, that's a long sentence, man. I know the people that's been locked up, probably that ain't nothing. That's nothing but a damn vacation. You know, shout out to y'all locked up. Y'all know better than me, but I'm talking about somebody that never been. I never been. That would be too much for me, bro. Being around a bunch of men for 3.5 years. Oh, hell no. That's not in my game plan. That's why I stay being a nerd and then go to work, make my little security money, my top flight security money. Gene had a point. They're just going to forget they found guns and right. There's no guns and what happened to the gun charges, dog? Like they just let the gun charges go. So all those defaced guns. Remember in the beginning they was talking about he showed the pictures. What's his name? Damian Williams showed the pictures of the guns in the damn press conference. And they didn't even charge him with none of those guns. That's what you know, man. This stuff is sometimes rigged, bro, from the beginning, bro. You know? The black eyes with split heads means that if he got beat, that means you are unwilling, huh? I don't know what that means. But shout out to you. Diddy snitching. You never know. That's what Jesus. I said Jesus. Shout out to Jesus Rivera. I said Jesus, my bad. Sorry about that. The ones that love Jesus, my bad. The one, good one, Ricardo. Huh? What happened? Well, what happened, Ricardo? What? That man needs a cell next to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's not locked up, sir. You mean R. Kelly? You mean R. Kelly? Cassie said she wanted to freak off. William, what's up, William? Thanks, Lois. Jim Smith, Ciroc deal 1. Man, Brandon Musa, man. So how much time Puff is looking at? From what they saying, the prosecution wants 21 to 27 months, which is like a year to 2. And then with his time already served, probably less than a year. And then the prosecution wants 4 to 5, which time served with 85% and all that. The time he already did, maybe 3 years the most. But if they were on consecutively with the 2 charges, then it would be 6 years. So the judge might be spiteful and be like, I'm charging you consecutively. Forget that concurrent stuff. You getting consecutive. You got off, sir. You know how the judge just ridicule you after you've been convicted, even though he didn't get convicted of the serious stuff, the RICO and all that. But time is time. And look what Gene Deal says about when people listen to this. I thought this was like, damn, Gene. Gene says something else. France, about him being in jail. I thought that was a hell of a way to look at it. I was like, ooh, that's an interesting take on that. I think it's the 26 mark. I don't know. Damn, I wish I had it. I thought I had it when he was talking about when he gets sent to jail. I like his theory on that. Ooh wee. But he gonna get on to the people trolling. Let's get to it. People celebrating and trolling. Here we go.
He won. I was like, I'm gonna shout her out. Kim, I said, yo, Kim. He didn't win. She said, I know.
Oh no, my bad. I got it. 22 seconds. Here we go. 22-minute mark. I got it. It's the one right here. When he talk about what he might get in prison. Fair use. Look.
Pimp Diddy
Wow.
going to jail. And I'm fine with that. I'd rather see the nigga going to hell.
Damn.
But if this the plan that God got it for him right now, it's God's plan.
Listen to this.
And what y'all don't understand, y'all celebrate thinking that it can't happen in jail.
Woo! What can happen in jail? He talking about, or he talking about, or both. I don't know what he talking about. He didn't elaborate. Here we go. Let's see what he trying to say.
Might put him in a couple of places before he make it over there to Madoc, R. Kelly, rest of the criminals that's have easygoing spots and stuff like that. But it still can happen there.
Damn. It can. He still got to survive prison. You remember what happened to Jeffrey Dahmer, a damn serial killer with yeah, they had him. They supposed to have watched him. He was supposed to be in protected custody and all that. And people, what happened? What happened to the guards to when Jeffrey Dahmer got stomped out and beat with a damn weight bench? Prison is corrupt, bro. Like some of them guards turn the other way, man, because they don't want to be caught up. He still got to survive. Right, Michael Maribel. I didn't even think about. Look at Tory Lanez. Right, Mike. He still got to survive prison. Prison ain't easy. From what I heard, I ain't never been to prison. I don't know nothing about that. But what about, like, man? Listen to what he said. He ain't finished. Listen.
Somebody get mad. Somebody got a relative or something like that.
Right.
That he did something to that we don't know about.
Right. Somebody in there locked up with him. He don't even know that one of his cousins or even sister, who knows, may have been diddled allegedly. Man, there's a lot. And people ain't mentally right in there. There's a lot of people with mental illness in there. Here we go. And got life or whatever and don't care about getting more time. He still got to survive prison, y'all.
Somebody get mad. Somebody got a relative or something like that he did something we don't know about.
Woo.
They run into him. And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
What'd he say? One more again.
Somebody got a relative or something like that he did something to that we don't know about. They run into him. And they hit him with his own words. Take that. And they hit him with his own words. Take that. And they hit him with his own words. Take that. And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
Damn.
And they hit him with his own words. Take that. And they hit him with his own words. Take that. And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
Damn.
And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
Damn.
And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
One more.
And they hit him with his own words. Take that.
One more.
And they hit him with his own words. Take that. Somebody get mad. Somebody got a relative or something like that he did something to that we don't know about. They run into him. And they hit him with his own words. Take that. What y'all gonna say?
What y'all gonna say? Damn.
I ain't worrying about it, Mike. This
Wow.
funny.
Wow. Take that. And guess who we got in the chat? We got one of the members in here, and her name is Wellness with Frugal Mama. Wellness wellness whoop, whoop, whoop. Wellness. I went Frugal Mama in the house, no doubt. Frugal Mama's in the chat, yeah. Wellness Frugal Mama. And you can have your comment highlighted like hers. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, pull up on her channel, you heard? Damn. Yeah, he still gotta survive prison. I think I seen Sharice Brewster in here. Shout out to Sharice Brewster. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go up high. Shout out to Seven Sages. Shout out to Carl Mitchell. Shout out to Cassie Robinson. Shout out to Cosmo Dave 69. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Puff 1820. I swear it's rigged. Shout out to Lee Vincent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mimi Carey. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. Sam Anthony. Shout out to Read Between the Bars. You know what I mean? Shout out to all y'all, Ricardo Crespo, and everybody in here, man. Damn, Riley, Lois Cox, Sam Antitov, you know what I mean? Woo! Michael Maribel. Diddy has to be telling for those gun charges to disappear like that. I think you're right. How you get some... And he had choppers! He had handguns and he had choppers. And he had choppers. Choppers, dog. Which messed up serial numbers. I don't, man. So it might be some other charges coming, dog. That when the feds take a loss like this, they take it personal, and they be like, "All right, state, New York, California, we got some information, we got some intel for you. Boom, LAPD, here you go. Boom, New York PD, here you go. We got some information on this person, that person. We need some state charges now. We can't get them on the Fed. It look like we harassing them now. Now let's get some Fed. Let's get some state charges now. Something more current. We need something more hotter. unless he is a Fed. Either he a Fed or you know what I'm saying. Either he an informant or what. Because if they took a loss. You know what I'm saying? They wanted his paper. They wanted that Rico, dog. And the only reason I spared them, I spared Diddy. I spared them. Because the jury family was listening to me, allegedly. And I kept telling the last 3 weeks, I said, man, y'all better not get it, get this man life for this. But the way, hey, man, karma's a mug, man. Do you want... People keep talking about domestic, but that's some sucker stuff, man. What he was doing domestic, that was sucker stuff, man. Hitting on women and all. That's some sucker stomping on them and all that. That's some sucker stuff, bro. I don't care how y'all try to hold it down for him. And that's sucker stuff. You know what else is sucker stuff? What Diddy brought up. I mean, not Diddy. What Gene Deal brought up right here. Look at this. And I don't know about this. This is allegedly. I tried to Google what Gene about to say and I couldn't find it. But I don't know where he's reading this from. Listen to the allegations that he says. Right here towards the beginning. Here we go. Let's go.
A sociopath sex offender.
Here we go. We go
abusing and degrading.
Let's go.
Man. Yo, check it out. They are celebrating, but he's still going to jail. You understand? They celebrate, I was thinking about some stuff. I said, they celebrating for a psychotic narcissist, a sociopath sex offender, abusing and degrading women, beating on them, brother.
Listen to this part.
And having them appease him and his homosexual tendencies. But
listen to this part. I don't know if this is true. I tried to Google it. I couldn't find it. Here we go. Listen.
Random men, prostitutes, male prostitutes, brother, ejaculate their sexual juices on them so he can lick them off.
Ugh, I don't know if that's true, y'all.
Is this what's happening in the hood now?
Listen.
Sexual juices on them so he can lick them off.
I don't know how true that is, y'all.
Is this what's happening in the... Is that what's good in the hood? Tell me, is that what's happening? Is that what's good in the hood? Tell me, is this what's happening in the hood now? This
Listen.
a sociopath sex offender abusing and degrading women, beating on them, brother, and having them appease him and his homosexual
Listen to this part though. This is the
tendencies
part I want to try
by
to get in.
letting random men, prostitutes, male prostitutes, brother, ejaculate their sexual juices on them so
Ugh.
he can lick them off.
Ugh.
Sexual juices on them so he can lick them off.
Listen.
Sexual juices on them so he can lick them off.
I don't know how true that is.
Sexual juices on them so he can lick them off.
Ugh. So he's saying Diddy would, the escorts would bow on her or Jane or whoever, and then he'll lick it off. I couldn't find the lick off part. But what I did find was I did find I didn't find the lick off part. You know me, I be trying to Google and find stuff. So I did find this part by I think this is Cassie, if I'm not mistaken. This is Cassie's testimony. At one point, she said of Diddy, he would want me to put semen on his body. She specified that at those times the mogul would ask her to put testimony. I don't know nothing about the licking. I haven't heard nothing about the licking part, Gene. I've been trying to find it. The test I Googled it. I tried. So this is Cassandra Ventura's testimony. Now that's nasty. And y'all celebrating this? On his he'll put the escort semen on his chest and on his nipples. Ooh. And then this one. This is Jane Doe's testimony. Let me find what she said. Is this it? On some occasion, da 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 da. At some occasion, she alleged Diddy will have. Here we go. At one point, let me go to here. Is that right here? At one point, she said Diddy would want me to put the semen on his body. She specified as sometimes the mogul will ask her to put the escort semen on her chest and her nipples. That's the same testimony. That's Cassie, my bad. I had one from Jane Doe. Or maybe it's the same one. I'm just thinking, I'm just getting confused right now. But anyway, I couldn't find a testimony of licking. I couldn't find it. I tried. You know, if I had it, I would have told it. If I had it, I would have told it. So I can't find a Jane Doe one. They statements sound the same. So I don't know about that part, Gene, about the licking on the I don't know where you got that one from. Why did black juries free Diddy? It wasn't a black jury. It was a mixed jury, man. It was majority white. It was only 4 blacks on the jury. You know what I'm saying? With eight others. You know. So it wasn't when the black jury didn't do it. They all as a nationality, all colors did it. Black, brown, white, yellow. Everybody was on that damn thing. All been paid. You never know. Allegedly, you never know. Free Diddy, he's innocent. Why you say that, Ruben Sylvia? Anyway, I got to go, y'all. Happy 4th of July. Make sure y'all pull up on me tonight. Make sure y'all pull up to me tonight. Usually I go on at 5 p.m. West Coast time, but not tonight. I gotta do some overtime on the 4th of July. I need the money. I'm going to Houston in 2 weeks. I need the money for a family reunion in Houston. Anyway, shout out to Lois Cox. Say see ya. Shout out to Lois Cox up in the building out of New Jersey. Yeah. Gene probably got that told by another bodyguard. Okay, Lee Vincent said. Okay. Okay. Yeah, y'all tell me where he got that from. What's happy about the 4th of July? I don't, hey, to each his own. Some people celebrate it, some people don't. Hey, they would, it's a long, I don't even want to get into the history of that, man. That's a whole nother topic, Mike. We'll talk about that tonight. When I'm drinking, I'll bring it up then. We can get deep then. We can get deep later, Mike. Hey, Don, you think Diddy had tapes of elites. You never know. You never know, Seven Sages. Shout out to Seven Sages. Shout out to Sam Anthony. Love you. Good night. See y'all tonight, man. See y'all tonight. Purple Groovy. Shout out to Purple Groovy 69. Shout out to Dusty Scars. Have a good fourth, man. Thank you, you too. Michael Maribel. Shout out to Michael Maribel. Shout out to Lee Vincent. Shout out to Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Shout out to Jay Morph 79. Shout out to Lois is it Lonis Batasas, something like that. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. John the Measure, what? Okay, I already read that. Ruben Sylvia, shout out to Ruben Sylvia. Shout out to John the Measure. Shout out to Mike, Lisa the Boat. I can't read all y'all right now. I got to go to work. Shout out to Kev Bo. Shout out to shout out to Megan Van der Ross. Shout out to Flo. What's that? Fly or Florida. It could be Florida 8813. He's the new Ike Turner. Shout out to Sam Anatov, something like that. Shout out to Gina Autry. Shout out to Bonita. Shout out to Bonita. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Shout out to Brits Condon Beats out of Sydney, Australia. Shout out to Riley, Grand Rising. You feel me? Shout out to Chocolate. Shout out to Harmon Romeo. Shout out to Ricardo Crespo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. You know what I mean? Robert Presley. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sharice Brewster. Puff Daddy case is over now. Yeah, but we got these lawsuits. 10 years or more, she's saying, I guess. Shout out to Carl Mitchell. All right, y'all. That's a lot of y'all. Shout out to Lois Cox again, Purple Groovy, Chocolate, Elderberry Social Club, Ronnie Morning Coffee, Ashley Weston, Doris, Johannan, Johannan, sorry, Marcel Matazet, Bill McHale. Shout out to all y'all, man. And y'all gotta say something at the bottom because I can't go to all y'all damn names. Pull up tonight. Shout out to Talise Gooden. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Shout out to Lee Vincent watching you from England. Shout out to England. Shout out to Yvette Bell. Good morning, everyone. Happy 4th. So y'all better say something towards the end. Shout out to A. Shout out to Mark Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AC469. You know what I mean? Y'all all talking. I'm gonna be able to read more tonight. Cause I do mandatory 2-hour lives tonight. Mandatory, but lately I've been doing 4 hours. So I don't know. It depends how the live is jumping. If the live's jumping, we go to 4. It's mandatory too. So make sure y'all pull up tonight, 8 p.m. West Coast time. 8 p.m. West Coast time, because I got the times confused. 10 p.m. Central time and 11 p.m. East time. You feel me? Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Missy Walker. Michael Bear, but I'm in there like booty hair. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go to work. But yeah, man, I like the theory Gene Deal brings up that the feds went to go get them damn tapes, with the raid to get whoever the elite tapes. That's a hell of a theory, man. That's what their main mission was, is to get those Diddy tapes that had elites, allegedly. That's a hell of a theory, man. Yeah, man, he's still facing some time, y'all, and he still got to go to prison. He still got to survive. The judge ain't gonna just let him go home. Anyway, we're gonna continue this tonight. I love all y'all. Shout out to Princess D. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to Joseph Invincible. No Diddy. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all. Share me out on all your social media platforms. Wellness Frugal Mama said, take care, everyone. Y'all go to Wellness Frugal Mama channel. She's one of my members. You know what I'm saying? And you can be a member too. You can be a member too. But she's a long time, Don Easy disciple. Shout out to her. She been through the ups and downs with me. Ahmed Iqbal. And shout out to y'all that's been here for a while too. Everybody. Shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. I gotta go though. I gotta go. Mwah, mwah. To all the ladies and the single ladies. you get the leggy. Pow, 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 pow. And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. You know how we do. I see y'all later on tonight. 8 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. Central time, and 11 p.m. East Coast time. Friday Night Lives, unlimited, uncut. Don Easy examining the whole case and all. You know, I got the content with different point of views and lawyers and everything. I got it. I got it. I got it. You want to come here? All right, y'all. I gotta go. Shout out to O. You know what I'm saying? Mwah. And shout out to Ahmad. All right, y'all. Mwah, mwah to all the ladies and the single ladies. You get the leggy. Pow. Pow, pow, pow. And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. Give me y'all shimmy. Hey, 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 hey. No Diddy. You know how we do. No Diddy. I love y'all, baby.